What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me once again in today's video. Today, I'm very excited, guys, because I finally get to tell you guys my honest input on my most recent purchase, the Fortress 5-gallon air compressor. Unfortunately, my Rigid, after about 5 years, finally gave up on me. That thing put in some time in my mobile detailing rig, but all good things must come to an end, right? And we had to resort to something new. And in this video, guys, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my honest input on this air compressor. Do I recommend it? Who do I recommend this air compressor to? So stick around and let's get started on this video. All right, you guys, so coming in at $319 at the time of this video plus tax. I ended up paying like 438. I think I'll put a screenshot of my receipt so you guys can see what I paid for this sucker right here. But coming in at $319, this is a very fair price, very competitive pricing with all the great air compressors out in the market. Obviously, for me, I was hoping to find the Rigid double tank, but unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. So I had to think outside real quick and think, man, what do I want to buy next, right? The air compressor that I was going to end up buying was the California something. It's a silver one as well. It's probably one of the most popular brands I see a lot of detailers recommend. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw Chelsea. I think Chelsea, with attention to details, bought that unit, was showcasing it, and it didn't impress me. It looked like the air towards the end of that video was just kind of like fading out. And for that reason, I was like, yep, taking that off my cart, because I was literally gonna buy that one. For the price, I think it was a little bit more. One of the reasons that one is a very popular one is because it's a very quiet unit. But after seeing the performance of it, really hearing it, listening to the air when it was being used, I said, yeah, that's not for me. So I said, you know what, let's go to Harbor Freight. Let's see what I find and kind of fits where I want to be with my air compressor and price as well. And this one here was the one that caught my attention the most, right? This is a 5-gallon unit, up to 225 PSI. Obviously, we would never use that much air anyways, but hey, it's there if you need it. This is also a much more quieter air compressor, in my opinion, than my Rigid, which in the next clip, you're going to see, we're going to listen to the air compressor being turned on and also from far away, so you guys can get kind of the both styles of how it sounds, right? Obviously, this is a single tank unit, right? And you have two outlets to where you can hook up two air hoses if you wish. This is a perfect unit for maybe, this is a unit that a lot of carpenters will use, people that do fences will use because of that, right? If you have a mobile rig, two detailers, and you need that air, well, you can definitely hook up. The only thing with that is you might run out of air because, you know, it's just the way it is, right? This one gives you up to about 50% more runtime. Obviously, the longevity, it's the performance, right? And it can also be cold started at even -20 degrees. You can feel safe that this is going to turn on. Obviously, here in Texas, it kind of gets cold a little bit, but not -20. We won't be in Alaska. But obviously, those are kind of the specs. One of the key features on this air compressor that you're going to get is 5.1 CFMs at 90 PSI. That is very important for us as mobile detailers because a lot of us use Tornadors, the Vortex, the Rack Company air tools, stuff like that. You need 90 PSI, right? But you also need the CFMs, which is very important. CFMs is going to win every time. It doesn't matter if you have 30 gallons and you're only pulling 3.1 CFMs, it's going to be pointless, right? The CFMs is a key feature when choosing the right air compressor for you. And I'm going to repeat that again. The CFMs is the most important thing you want to look when purchasing an air compressor, right? And obviously on this one, it's a 1.6 running horsepower on this thing once you turn it on, and you should be good to go, right? Obviously, the beauty of this, it has a little platform. It says it's not a step, but you know me. Sometimes I'll probably use it as a step, but honestly, it won't be used as a step because it stays on my truck. It does have some wheels, right? It does have wheels, so it's very maneuverable, right? And it has this telescopic handle. Hopefully, I said that right. Telescopic. It goes up and down, right? So it can be moved from one way to another. Again, this is a key feature for, again, carpenters, stuff like that. But for us mobile detailers, we probably won't use this feature a lot. But when you need it, it's there. If you have to move it, right? There's some detailers out there that sometimes pull their air compressor stuff in out. This would be perfect for that. That way you don't have to be carrying it, because I will tell you, you're gonna see right now, it has some nice weight to it. That's why it's never coming off my truck, right? But it has all these cool features. It has the valve release right at the bottom, which I will talk about that towards the very end. Other than that, I've been having it for quite some time, use it heavily. It's been out in the rains, it's been out in hot days. I'm testing this thing out as best as I can, to where now I feel very confident to give you guys my feedback. So we're gonna take this down, we're gonna hook it up, and then I want you guys to listen how it sounds. Hoo-wee. Let's go hook this thing up. All right, you guys. So for the initial testing phase, obviously with this, we are gonna plug it up to my DJI 2000. I know this is gonna get repeated, but expect a review on this very soon, as I have just been playing with it. But let's go ahead and get it turned on. All right, you guys, now that we have listened to how amazing this thing sounds, hopefully it sounded well. It's a very quiet unit when being used. It's not as loud as my Rigid. It will get the job done. I don't understand why it says not a step, but honestly, like, I'm stepping on this and it feels sturdy, right? But again, do not try this at home, because then something happens, you're screwed, right? But it feels solid. I ain't gonna lie. Continuing down, when using this air compressor, it is on the bigger unit scale. Okay, it is a bit bigger, a little bit bulkier. This thing looks solid. Like, it looks like one of those like futuristic sand dune air compressors that it just looks like it won't get stuck nowhere, right? But it is a very sturdy unit. It is on the bulkier side. Unfortunately, it is recommended that when you use this air compressor, obviously it stays flat as is, right? How I'm showcasing it. Unfortunately for me, that just doesn't work with my mobile unit. So my way of doing it is obviously the incorrect way, but you guys already know. I don't listen to instructions. This is how I pretty much set it up. So when I put it in my truck right now, this is how I have this unit set up, to where I have the ignition on the right side, so I can turn it on real quick. And that you can use one of your remotes to turn it on and off. And that's pretty much it, right? I keep the air compressor usually at about 90. That way nothing gets moved. And that's pretty much how I'm gonna set it up on my truck setup. You guys are gonna see kind of how I do this, and yeah, you probably are gonna laugh, but man, it is definitely on the heavier side. I wouldn't know how much this weighs. I would say probably like 50 pounds or higher. But yeah, all right, let's put it on the truck so we can turn it on and showcase to you what you guys are here to see. Does this hold the air? So let's get this thing started. Whew. All right, so it goes like this. Let's see. Yeah. you don't have to see the chiropractor after this lift. All right, you guys, we are ready to plug this bad boy back in, and we are very close for the final video. Well, not the final video, the release of the DJI 2000. That's what we're using for this demonstration. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this video. Do I recommend it? Do I not recommend it? So I'm pretty much kind of done with testing it out, letting you guys know like where can we use this, do I like it, do I not like it, anything I would change, all of that. So there is a video that is going to be made on this unit here, but anyways, let's get this thing turned on. All right, you guys, the air compressor is all plugged in. The moment of truth is time to showcase to you why I feel like this unit is the perfect unit for a lot of us mobile detailers. And if you're probably on the fence, you maybe seen this one, maybe not a lot of people talk about it. I hope this video just kind of brings light to this unit, and maybe it could be your next purchase. So we are going to be testing out the all new the Rat Company Blaster. Shout out to JB. He put his word in with the big dogs out at the Rat Company. They reached out and said, hey, we heard you're wanting this unit. And I said, I would love to test it out. As you guys know, I've tested the past products. They were good until they started having some issues, right? But I'm very grateful for the opportunity. You know, I know sometimes my opinions sometimes are not taken lightly, but I'm glad that they gave me the opportunity to test this out again. So anyways, here we go. It is now time to see the beauty of this 5.1 CFMs at 90 PSI. Here we go. And if you're still watching, barely now, we're starting to release a little bit lower, right? But it's still giving me really nice air. That should be enough proof for you guys to go and buy this unit. It is really, really a nice unit to have. It holds the air. Obviously now it is running. The pros and cons when it comes to this unit is you're only working with one single air tank, right? So once all that air in that tank runs out, yeah, you will have to wait a little bit, right? But as a mobile detailer, you're not gonna sit there and just hold the trigger on the interior. Usually my way is always bursts of air, just pass, 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 pass. You know, I'm not sit there and, you know, hold the trigger. You're gonna have enough air to do all the jobs that you want, right? But this was more to show you guys truly how long you're able to have air without having to decrease, right? Having a double tank compressor does the job as well because it has that second tank to just keep going while the other one airs up, right? But with this unit, with 5 gallons, you're gonna have more than sufficient air to run. This is just kind of like a demonstration on how I use my air tool truly like every day. And the reason I love this air tool or the air compressor, right, because we're trying to focus on the air compressor, is that I don't have to worry about, man, that next pull, that air is going to decrease. This air is not going anywhere. When you use your air compressor how it should be, you should be just fine. If you're a detailer that just sit here and hold the trigger, and of course it's gonna decrease, right? What you want to do always is just let that air compressor breathe. Take that breath so it can give you more air, right? If I keep talking, I'm gonna run out of air. I'm probably gonna die, right? Think of it just the same way as your air compressor. If you keep holding that trigger, it's gonna end up having no air, right? So that's kind of how I try to tell people, like, just give your air compressor that time to breathe. Like right now, we're giving it time to breathe, and here we go again. All right, you guys, this baby is finally done. And for those who wonder, man, can that power bank really pull this? It can. I think we were pulling about 1400 watts at one point. So yes, it gives you enough time. Obviously, it's at 25%. I've been using the crap out of this, right? But it's held its own. But to finalize this video, guys, again, thank you guys so much for kind of seeing it to the very end, right? My final input on the Fortress 5-gallon air compressor is that this unit, for the price, I feel it's a very fair price for the unit. I love that, obviously, that 5.1 CFMs at 90 PSI, as you guys saw, you're going to have more than sufficient air. You won't have that decrease. You don't have to wait too long for that air to come back and give you what you need, right? Obviously, when using an air tool, instead of 90, honestly, depending on the air tool as well, I've used it kind of around 60 PSI. The lower PSI you go, I feel like you're going to get more of that longer air runtime. And it's done really well. The pros on this unit, it's solid, right? I highly recommend it for a lot of detailers who have these nice vans, right? Obviously, in your truck, this is kind of how I would set it up. Again, this is not the correct way to set it up. It says it on the sticker right there. It says do not put upright, and I think this is upright. But that's just, I got to deal with what I'm given, right? With my setup. Yeah, if I make some changes on my truck bed, I could be laying it down, but this fits perfectly for me because since I'm short, I can literally reach over here, turn it on, turn it off, right? And then obviously I have the valve right in the middle. I honestly would have loved maybe that air valve to be kind of like on the side, just so it's easier to get, right? But obviously, even when it's flat, I feel like it's kind of hard to get to that valve. I usually rinse this tank out at least once a week. I'll take it down, turn it on a hot day, and then I will release the valve very slowly, right? That's when you're going to get the maximum water, all the condensation, all that buildup comes out much better than if you just blast this thing out full blast. You're just going to, you won't really get the full buildup out of the tank. So obvious, for future, just put it on like a low, right? And that should be more than perfect for you guys. So that is pretty much the input of my opinion on this unit. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of this video. Again, I'm sorry it has taken me a while to show it to you guys. But again, I wanted to really test this out before I told you guys go buy it and then yours doesn't last, right? So that's the last thing I want, is you buying stuff and it doesn't last. Obviously, this one I put the 1-year warranty on it. I trust Harbor Freight really with a lot of my stuff. But the beauty with Harbor Freight, if you've never purchased anything from Harbor Freight, should this thing fail on you, you literally just take it back. They'll give you a brand new one, no questions asked, right? So obviously, when you purchase from Harbor Freight, that insurance policy, it cannot be beat, right? If I would have purchased from a Home Depot or something, yeah, I'd be screwed. Something happens to this, I got to take it back. I got to wait. Then I'm screwed. I don't have another unit. I got to rent one. So Harbor Freight is the best way to go with a lot of these tools, and they last, right? I've used Harbor Freight for many years from when I started my business with my generators. They did amazing. Obviously, now I had to upgrade, and I went with an air compressor, and I'm very happy and satisfied with this purchase that I did. And I hope you guys enjoyed just a little bit of the demonstration of this unit. So if you were looking for that next unit, I highly recommend give this one an opportunity, right? Go and check it out. See if it's something that fits your mobile unit, right? So as always, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm going to see you guys on the next one.